Well, hello, and welcome to something a little different today. We're going to be playing the demo of... Welcome to the early demo version of our game, as the old one demands improvements soon, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really see that. But basically, this is a city builder called Worshippers of Cthulhu. So I would be playing Final Fantasy this week, but I've got a contractor in the house right now as this video goes live, I think. And because of that, I have decided that I'm going to be doing something a little different, and we're going to just be trying out some stuff that I have been waiting for. I saw this, I don't remember where I saw this, but it's a Lovecraftian City builder. Yes, thank you, please. Yeah, I got to read that.
I am not a harbinger of destruction. I am but a herald of cosmic rebirth. Our purpose is not to sow chaos, but to embrace the inevitable evolution that awaits us all. Humanity is insignificant, pitiful in its smallness. Our existence is a fleeting whisper in the cosmic winds. And only by awakening Cthulhu can we transcend our feeble existence.
Oh, it's a statue. I thought that was actually Cthulhu.
Act,
I was like, oh, he's small.
We can shake the foundations of the universe. Let us awaken Cthulhu. For in his awakening lies the catalyst for a cascading effect that will reshape the cosmos, and a new order shall emerge.
I think we all go mad if he wakes up.
Treacherous, fraught with challenges, yet it is the only path worth treading. Let us forge a destiny that transcends the mundane.
Interesting. Well, let's take a quick look at what we can do. You can determine the fate of the captive. Will you re-educate him into the cult, offer him as a sacrifice to a god, or perhaps use him as kindling for a summoning rite? He will accept his fate with glee. I don't think he gets a choice if he's a captive. Really liking the art style, by the way. This is slowly loading. I may have to cut this if this doesn't load quicker. But I am loving the art style, like, of the cutscene. This particular art here, it's rough, but you can definitely tell what's going on. Okay, so loading times weren't bad, probably just because it's the first time too. We haven't loaded, I have never played this, so I'm sure there's some cache stuff. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. H.P. Lovecraft. You're gonna crash land. Yeah, I saw that coming. I like the style already. Bring that back. I want to see more.
Never wavering.
Oh, God.
High Priest. Your guidance has proven prophetic. The structure before us, etched with our Lord's symbols, emerged as if unveiled in our approach. A certain sign of our fated arrival to this prophesied land.
He's creeping me out, but I can't tell if it's on purpose or not.
This holy realm, right.
Okay, so looks like we can deconstruct stuff. So if we click things, let's go ahead and click
High
it.
Priest, we may scavenge the fundamental provisions required for our settlement.
Ooh, we can rotate. Is there a pause? There is a pause.
Your steadfast acolyte shall heed your command, toiling tirelessly at your behest.
I want to just kind of look around before we continue too much, because I want to look at the graphics. Wow, that's creepy as heck. Looks like there's some sort of temple there or something. We're in the Dream Shroud, I'm assuming. Oh, this is the island. We're on the island of Dream Shroud. So it looks like there's different resources that we'll have to unlock. Looks like we've got demon summoning, various goods, semi-products, raw materials, and building materials. Looks like we've got faith. We don't have any citizens currently. How much faith we're making. How many homeless citizens we have, initiates, acolytes, and disciples. Very interesting. I don't entirely know what this bar is yet, but that's interesting. Down here it looks like we have our building menu, I'm assuming. I wonder what this is. Looks like we've got, I'm assuming this means we actually have 4, 5, 6, 7 islands that we can create. Looks like we can zoom in and out. Looking around, this kind of reminds me of a This is what I assumed that the upgraded version of, like, Warcraft 3 would look like. Anyway. So it looks like this is done, so if I click on it, it looks like we've got 25, I'm assuming that's wood that we just got. Let's see here. So we can build stuff. To build a building, select it from the bottom menu. Okay, that's what I said. And choose it where we want to build in a builder's shack. Okay, so to rotate buildings, Q and E. To demolish, use Q. All right. So let's see what we've got here.
Our resources are dwindling, High Priest. Perhaps it's time your followers have proven their worth by constructing a lumberjack and lumber mill to secure our survival.
Okay, so it looks like we can build this. Let's go ahead. I'm not entirely sure what the... Oh, trees? Here, we'll put this here to start with. Not connected to the main storage. Okay, so it looks like we need to build... Oh, we can remove these as well. Oh, and there's more stuff down here. Okay, interesting. Where is our main storage at? Is it this?
Fulfill the prophecy.
Ah, I see. So it looks like we can probably build roads from place to place. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Looks like we can destroy these in order to get additional materials, which I think we're gonna need. I'm gonna build our lumber mill right next. Well, let's not. Let's wait for this to be... How do we... Oh, looks like, do we also need to put down a lumber mill? I'm not sure. But yeah, we can rotate things. Let's see here. Oh, it does interfere. That's what I was thinking it might. Let's go ahead and break all of these down so we have a little bit more room to work. But yeah, it actually does interfere, as you can see. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'm gonna build this up here. I'm gonna rotate it. That's a lumberjack. Hang on, I want a lumber mill. Okay, so there's that. So the builder shack provides one or more builder teams that will travel via roads and construct your structures. Each building team is capable of one at a time. Okay, so we actually do need to build a builder's...
High Priest, but it will be a true trial of your followers' capabilities to see if they can deliver on our expectations.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plop that over here first. Let's go ahead and build some roads so that things can walk on stuff. So this is a building team, so we can, looks like we can locate a team. Oh, so we can just actually see where the team is. Interesting. I'm gonna build some roads around this. There we go. Just to make things look nice. Looks like the team is heading out. It looks like the gathering team is a little separate than the building team, so that's good to know. So as you can see here, they're building up a lumber mill there. So there's the lumber mill.
We require workers, O High Priest.
So we're gonna need to hire some people. So it looks like there's no cult members of a particular tier yet. Okay, let's go ahead and let them finish building. We'll just continue breaking stuff down. Can't build anything else yet, so... Alright. The top UI shows the number of available workers up here and homeless who are not able to work. To turn homeless followers into workers, provide them with housing. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to build
High Priest,
some
the
houses.
erection of houses is necessary.
Okay.
The homeless followers will not perform any work.
Well, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna build some housing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and collect some of these planks while we're at it. So it wants us to build 3 houses, actually. Okay. Let's do 2, let's do 3. We need to build some roads so that these guys are able to be built. And it looks like we now have 1 initiate, so I'm assuming
We require workers, O High Priest.
that now we can actually assign a worker to the lumberjack, and they'll go out and do things. It's creepy looking. The human models are creepy. I will say that they do have that going. Let's zoom out a little bit. Looks like we've got a couple, I don't know what these are. I also have a way down over here. I don't know what what that is. Let's see here. Okay, so we just did the whole thing where we assigned employees, and then production buildings will either generate items from the environment or turn one material into the other. Okay. To see what influences production time, see the factor section of the UI, which I think is up here. Okay. So we already hired one.
Your disciples stand prepared for labor.
We require workers.
Select your devoted followers and
they all have
initiate
names. It looks like specialization, corn cooker or clam collector. Well, we'll assign this one here. And it looks like here we can actually see what factors, so islands can provide good or bad conditions for production.
The production of planks remains sluggish. Disassemble the remnants of those who came before us and claim their resources. Their failure may yet enrich the soil upon which our cult will thrive.
Okay, so also it says enter the main storage to solve the matter of your faithful. Alright, so we have a new quest here, the deep one. To thank the old one for allowing them to arrive on this land, your people prepare ritual firewood spires. Each spire holding two caught animals struggling against the ropes and captives brought along during your long voyage. The captives, a young man and a woman, scream with torn voices, crazed eyes, and deep bruises on their bodies. You were asked to throw the torch to begin the celebration, so come closer and light the spires at the exact place. Ooh, that's a little laggy for some reason. Interesting. At the exact place where the flames will eat the sacrifices at a maddeningly slow pace. Light without hesitation or release the sacrifices. I'm gonna do the first one. As the last breath is drawn from the sacrifices and cultists' excitement reach its peak, something suddenly changes. People begin to yell, scream and yell. You see a glimpse of the vision they see. Majestic tendrils of God slither from the chasm, dripping in blood and gore covering the ground. Where the gore falls, a new material packet is unearthed. The vision fades and your consciousness with it. Alright.
My high priest, there is a matter that needs your attention and judgment. Show them the might.
Okay, so that's creepy, if I do say so myself. Excuse me, what is that? I have no clue, but it's creeping me out.
High priest, have your senses been rekindled? At the culmination of the ritual, both of us fell into unconsciousness.
Okay, so it looks like we can unlock new buildings by using the Eldritch favor menu. Okay.
And in that state, our God spoke to us through images and visions revealing the sacred truth.
Okay, so we can now make a sacrifice altar.
Vision of a perfect temple hanging by the edge of the holy abyss. Speak the command, High Priest, and we shall erect this maiden monument bestowed upon us by our sovereign.
Okay, so we need to build a sacrifice altar. So it looks like, oh.
It is imperative that the sacrificial altar be erected at the designated location, facing the abyss that lies at the heart of this realm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just build a road up there, because why not? I'm gonna go ahead and build a small road over here so we can have another house. Not that we really need one right now, apparently, but I think it's probably for the best.
There are no materials, O High Priest.
Oh, well, we're working on it. I think this person is very slowly building that. Alright, so we have a place to sacrifice things now. People, I'm assuming. What is that? Alright, well, Mothman is here. That's not Mothman.
Mortals deigned by the Deep One, execute thy destiny. Hearken to my mandates, and at the culmination, arouse the Great One.
I don't know if I should trust a talking moth, but okay. New ritual unlocked. Ritual for favor. This ritual allows you to obtain favor by carving an effigy and making a sacrifice. So it looks like we need to conduct a ritual.
Embrace your destiny.
Perceive not your station as immutable. Demonstrate worth through sacrificial tributes.
Alright, let's go ahead and begin the ritual, it looks like. Ooh, I need to figure out why we're lagging a little bit. Hang on a second.
Embrace your destiny.
Okay, just did a couple things to change to see if I can't get the little bit of lag. There does seem to be some lag, which is really weird to me, but alright. This is the effigy that popped up, so let's go ahead and, can I carve this? Oh, we have to push plus to actually add all of these. A little bit of lag.
Fulfill the prophecy.
Alright, so it's gonna take about a minute to carve. Okay, so let's just go ahead and,
The fire was kindled, my high priest. We must hastily commune with your faithful followers.
Alright, so interact with the bonfire. Oh, here's the bonfire down here.
Encountering the herald of our God and the living conditions of your flock distort their minds. Pitiful, unenlightened souls. Yet, we should attend to their primal needs to amend this distraction. I have carefully recorded the needs of the faithful within their houses, all for your noble purpose.
Thanks, I think. Alright, so it looks like we have some complaints. So they want us to enter house. Oh, hang on, let me remove this. Enter house to check followers' needs. So let's go ahead. Oh. Well, first of all, your people generate more faith and work harder the more needs you fulfill. In the house UI, you can see your followers' needs. Okay, so it looks like, if I pause here real quick here, we can actually see the needs: corn, clams, robes, Elder's Temple, and Re-Educator. It looks like they're all pretty much the same, but also we have a ritual to complete, so let's go ahead and do that first.
High priest.
Best to attend to him first, yo. That's terrifying. Also, apparently he needed that for some reason.
He will awaken.
Alright. So the game now wants us to build a Elder's Temple. I think we also probably should build some housing for these guys, so I'm gonna just do kind of a combination of things here. No one said I wasn't a just leader. Let's build, I'm gonna build some more houses this direction. Let's see here. So we need to build an Elder's Temple, so let's go ahead and grab that. Looks like we have 21 more favor. Doesn't look like we have ability to get anything else right now. So let's go ahead and let's, so where do I build an Emperor's, let's see. Build one temple. So we've got a sacrifice. Do I need... Well, I don't see an Elder's Temple. Let's grab this. Do we get all of the housing that we need? Oh, there's like... Hang on, let's pause for a second here. Looks like there's actually ruins that have danger in them. That's interesting. I somehow did not realize that. So let's see here. Let's click on this, apparently. Oh, in one of the families, a baby was born with an unusual mark on the forehead resembling the tendrils of our Lord. The parents ask you to bless the child and give them a name. Let's see. So the parents should choose the name. They'll receive a blessing, but we require materials in return. Let's see. Should I make it their own destiny? Call him Soth, which we don't know what... Let's do this one, because I don't know what rewards we're gonna get. As you place your hand on the child's forehead, you notice that with your words, endless swarms of white worms begin to wriggle in its eyes. The insects shoot out forcefully into your open, surprised mouth, and then nothing. When you open your eyes, a fully grown man stands before you, possessing a powerful psyche and a writhing mark on his forehead, along with a smile that doesn't belong to him. Well, we got somebody, we got another person. That's great news for us, I think. I am horrified, by the way. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let's see here. I was trying to figure out how to build this. So, where and how do I build a founder?
Embrace your destiny.
Elder's Temple. I don't see it. Oh wait, here. Ah.
Embrace your destiny.
Oh wait, no, that is, just leads us up there. So where's the Elder's Temple? Oh, right here. Okay, so we have a temple. Place, influence buildings such as Elder Temple will influence and fulfill your flock's needs as in its range. Okay, so basically it has to be within the houses. Let's build it here then, and we'll build houses around it. Which sounds like a bad idea personally, but you know, what do I know, I guess. Here, we'll build another house while we're at it. How are we doing
Worship the Great One.
For this? So let's see. Cheers nearby, island effect, worker zeal. So looks like we need to just meet more of their needs, which we don't really have any of. All right, so we've got the spiritual needs. There is the Elder's Temple.
First requirement of followers fulfilled. Witness how their zeal rises, marking the increase in productivity and obedience.
Okay, so at this point, we also need corn and clams. So I think we need to actually unlock those. Yes. So we have storage, we have clams, we have, we don't have the stuff to make corn right now, unfortunately. So let's see here. We can now actually get clams. So it looks like we need to put that on the beach, which makes sense. Let's build that here. It's cutting down our trees, which is kind of painful, but that'll be okay. Am I still not? Oh, I'm not quite there. So I think we could probably build at least a couple more houses for our homeless to make them at least somewhat happy.
I serve the deep.
So we also need re-educators and robes and stuff. I wonder, that's interesting. All right, so now we can employ some clam people. So let's go ahead and assign this guy. Oh, this guy actually is really good about working in the lumber mill. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we should change this person to this person.
Our work for our God.
I'm assuming that allows us to get more stuff faster. So that would be really good. All right.
Serve the deep.
That's creepy. All right, let's go ahead and just fast forward a little bit and see if that doesn't help. So we've got the clam collector. So now we just need to get clams for everyone. So let's see if we can do that. All right, so we have another house. We have more people.
Our work for our God.
I serve the deep.
Fulfill.
Worship the Great. We obey.
So it looks like... Nice. Well, we just got what we needed there. We did do what we needed to do. So we need more Eldritch favor. So I think if we do this... This got us the favor that we needed earlier, right? So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, so now we've got all of, I guess all of these guys have some level of clams.
We will be rewarded. We obey.
Looks like it. Great, cool. That's fabulous, I think. And then if we do this, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I haven't been zooming in because I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at half the time. I'm not quite used to this. That's interesting. Let's zoom in here. You can actually see the people moving around. There's the temple. Oh, hi, we can get rid of those. We don't need those anymore.
Worship the Great One.
There are no materials. Oh.
They're working on it. Okay, so it looks like we have a favor available to claim.
Oblivion beckons.
Okay, so that takes that. You're welcome? Creepy. And now we can actually get our corn plantation and our corn cooker, both of which we are going to need. Okay, so let's see. So corn plantation. I'm gonna put that here. And I'm assuming the corn cooker. But we'll put that there. And we'll see what we get out of this. So this can be removed. I think that actually gave these more trees to cut. That should be very useful. Mushrooms in there. It's actually hard to tell, but it looks like there's like little things. This is the people. Where people have a bonfire to commune. I don't know what this is. These are creepy. Here's some ruins. Oh, I can see why this would be dangerous. Is there anything else on this island? Oh, there's more ruins back here. Can't actually move to the right any further, but it looks like there's some... I'm actually not entirely sure what that is. This is just a rock formation. Oh, this is interesting. I missed this. It's like the back door to get into its head. Interesting. I think these are just a little, like, to make it interesting, but it's very bizarre. I don't know why that particular rock looks different, but it does. It looks like we also get the supplies that are on the beach. Probably for the best. Looks like we've got our corn. Oh. So it looks like we have to build corn fields.
We need fields.
Okay.
Oh, High Priest.
Well, let's go ahead and hire at least one person for right this second. And we need to build fields. So let's see. Let's build this. Sure, there we go. So now we have some fields.
We require workers.
And we are gonna need another worker. Let's do that. Let's put...
We need fields.
We have fields.
Oh, High Priest.
Settle down. We have fields right there. It looks like we need more housing units.
Oblivion beckons.
Oblivion beckons. The voice acting does remind me of the undead in Warcraft 3. Does it not? Like, tell me if I'm like confused, but it really does.
We need fields.
All the available fields need to be produced, huh? Okay. So there's your fields.
Worship
There's 64. 64 out of 64. So they now should be developing corn.
There are no materials, oh High Priest.
And they should start taking in corn to do that, which would be very nice. Okay, another house is done. Let's go ahead and build a couple more. So let's see. This person here is good at that. Let's see, we have a person that's good at lumbering. I think we only need one of those guys right now. So let's build another couple houses while we're waiting for that to do its thing. Did I really just not actually build the roads? Okay, there we go. So that should be done soon. Let's grab that. Looks like we're using our goods, which makes sense. Alright, so now we have a couple more houses, so we should have more people. My goal here...
Our work for our God.
...was to find people who could actually... Oh, yes, we do actually have somebody who's better at growing.
God.
Let's see, let's fire this person and assign that person. I think that gives them a little bit of a boost to the zeal, which is
our work for
kind of what I was going for. So, let's see, this person here is working on clams.
We obey.
But let's go ahead and let's fire this person and let's assign that person, fire this person, assign that person. That way we at least have a little bit of zeal going on here.
We will be rewarded.
Alright, we can assign both of these guys, which means we have no one to do any work, but we do have one more house being built. So let's build a second so we have more people. Get the full group. Okay, so this should now be producing corn, so all of these guys should start to actually have cooked corn here in a second. Let's fast forward a little bit. We can zoom in, I think, to actually see. So these little guys, these carts here, actually...
Our work for our God.
It's not quite what I was trying to push on. These guys, yes. So there's a corn cooker that's actually taking the corn to the storage. And I think we can actually build mini storage if we unlock it, so that's pretty cool too. So these guys are starting to deliver corn. These guys, I'm assuming, are delivering supplies. If not literally delivering supplies, at least in like kind of top-down-ishness.
Worship the Great One.
Let's see, have we unlocked any more? We have. Let's see, let's fire. Or no, wait, we have not. I was hoping to unlock more clam people, but it looks like we're just going to be not doing that. Okay, so we've unlocked all of our homeless people.
I serve the deep.
So now we just have to wait for our corn to be produced. So let's go ahead and just... Oh, we have a decision to make.
Fulfill.
Okay, lumberjack problem. People don't know what happens to some of the materials they produce. They're convinced they disappear. They're afraid to approach the smelly end of the yard where strange indentations in the ground are barely seen. Do not fear, my faithful, or God will light our path. Or, in many tomes I've uncovered that there was a deep mention of foul creatures. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's go find out. People cautiously enter the hole. The silence is unbearable. After a short while, they appear again holding lost materials covered in strange marks, slime, and scratches. Followers look at you hesitantly, then proceed to clear the hull and close off the hole. So I don't know what was in there, but we got our planks back. And we now have enough corn to feed the population.
Your flock's primal desires and cravings have been salted, my high priest, rendering them content and, most significantly, more devoted and productive in service to our sacred cause. Behold, your devoted acolytes stand ready, their zeal renewed, their faith unwavering, and eager to advance our noble pursuit.
Okay, can we do, are we gonna be, okay, unlock beacon altar.
We must thrive and bolster our ranks.
So it looks like we don't actually have the fervor for that.
Embrace your destiny.
But we lack a venue to attract new followers to this discipline.
So let's see here, we've got a couple clams and wood for this one. So let's go ahead and carve this out. Okay, so did he just, like, unlock that? No. He's mocking us, is what I just got out of that. Oh, we can actually see our stuff. Let's see. Dream Archive. Ah, there's all of our tutorials. Okay, cool, so that's nice. So I need to get some favor with the Eldritch Lords here, so let's grab that. Looks like we're actually gaining faith now, so it looks like we're in the positive. Probably for the best.
Embrace your destiny.
Yeet. I don't know why that's so silly to me, but it's adorable. All right, yeah, we can build an extra storage, allows for unloading goods. That actually might be kind of useful for expanding. But now we can actually build a beacon altar. Attracts new followers. Does this require, it looks like this requires to be, over here. Now the good news is I don't actually need anything to lead that. Okay, so you've got some scaffolding as it's being built. Oh, and then it just explodes. All right. Asking for the faithful. This ritual allows you to obtain new followers by carving an effigy and making a sacrifice. So it's like a little lighthouse-esque thing. So beacon altars allow you to obtain new followers for your cult. Completing the ritual will bring them to all of your own islands. So it looks like we can do multiple islands. We don't have enough corn right now. So let's see here. Pray for and gain a different effigy. Switching the required materials already. Okay, so let's go ahead. Stop you. Looks like we can actually re-roll for different effigies. One of the biggest issues being corn right now. Okay, so in corn we trust. Looks like we need to have at least 5 corn regardless. And we just straight up don't have that. But we do have a couple people to work, so maybe it's
Worship the Great One.
something that we need to do in order to do this. Let's see, how are we doing? So it looks like we have corn. Oh, hang on a second, pause. We have 5 corn. Pause. We have 5 corn now. Can we actually do this? We have everything we need, it looks like. So let's go ahead and just toss. There's a little bit of lagging in these particular menus, and I just don't know why. Alright, and we can actually carve this up.
Hear his whisper.
Okay, so that will expand at this point. And we can just kind of fast forward in order to do this. Oh, performance window. The performance window displays the status of each production building. Okay. So... Ah, I see. Over here.
Your people generate faith for you. Satisfy their needs, and they will offer even greater devotion. The more followers housed and fulfilled, the more you gain.
Worship the Great One.
Faith.
Oh, we actually
Build
had
a
5 people over
and
here.
See your cult
Interesting.
flourish.
Well, we're currently in the middle of waiting for more followers because we are kind of short on people, apparently. I'm interested to see what happens here when we complete this ritual. Our boats, or like our half boat is just down there. Can I not break that apart? I feel like we should be able to. Okay, let's check to see what this ritual looks like when it's completed. What are those? Oh my god, they're terrifying. Alright. So we have 8 more new homeless citizens.
Your entreaties found favor, and thus came the reward. Now your god hungers for another offering.
This doesn't look like ours.
Multiply and putrefy. Then capture those lacking the vision.
Oh. So we're gonna be attacking?
This as a sacrificial gift, and your wisdom shall be rewarded.
These people sound too happy. We have to go ruin their lives. That's what I just got out of that. Okay, so a map allows you to quickly gauge the situation around your land. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the map.
High Priest, we must navigate the depths to claim distant shores.
I see.
And reach the unenlightened souls chosen to satisfy the hunger of our deity.
Okay, so it looks like we have a couple things. We've got, so we need to build a sacrifice ritual. So let's see, or a summoning ritual site, is that correct? Summoning ritual, okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks like also we can make... Oh, you know what I think this is? Because it's got arrows here. Oh yes, so if we build the sheep farm, we can make robes. So like this corn then leads to corn cooker. The sheep farm leads to whatever this is, which looks like blood drainer. Okay, so we'll be using sheep's blood, and the robe maker, which is obviously uses other stuff. Wow, okay, cool. There's a lot to unlock here. Okay, so we have a summoning, oops, I didn't mean to zoom out that far. I want to see where I need to put this. This is obvious and to put into a specific location, but what specific location? Oh, on the beach. I see. Well, let's put it here then. Looks like we need a road. Of course it needs a road. What, your summoning altars don't require roads? Well, aren't you just fancy? Let's see. Does it matter? So this is placed down. Oh yeah, it is, because you can kind of see like with the green and the red. Let's see here. Let's put this house here. Can build some roads here. I'm assuming eventually, if we were playing a full game, we would actually need to build more lumber mills and lumberjacks and whatnot. So, oh, I see. We can actually come over here. I'm guessing this means enemies. So we've got a dock and an enemy defensive tower. I don't entirely know what all of this means, but it could, like, I don't know what that is. Maybe the place? Looks like we've got damage stuff. Okay, so we can summon demons. Oh, good, we get to use the Necronomicon. So, let's go see what we've got here. We need to summon one.
Honor the teachings.
So we need to build additional pylons. I see. So is that something we need to unlock, or is it something? Yes. So we actually do need to build a pylon, but looks like we need some additional favors. So let's go ahead and build, start a ritual here. Looks like we have all of the supplies for this. Now it looks like we can actually add additional supplies to get additional favor if we want to. So we could add additional wood, additional clams, and additional corn to get additional favor. Also looks like we can sacrifice followers to actually get more, which is just horrifying. Love it. Let me make sure that... Okay, we are having an issue there. Let's go ahead and build a road around the corner here. Now can all of this... This is kind of in the... Okay, so can we cancel this? So let's go ahead and just stop that. So we're gonna have to put something else up there, but this green here looks good for all of these. I'm guessing this is actually only 50%, but it's still better than nothing.
Embrace your destiny.
Oh, what is this telling me? Oh, we have some decisions to be made. Visitor, you hear about a man wandering into the settlement from the woods. His posture, unbearable smell, and strange noises are bothering the community. When faced, he opens up his robe, laced with faint yellow, and shows you 2 pieces of parchment on each side. So we can either beat him up, choose the left or the right parchment. I'm going to choose the right parchment. You open the parchment. To your right lays a path of reason. Stop this madness. Do not proceed. Exit. You look up at the figure. The man now appears tall, clean, and clothed in a vivid yellow robe. He smiles with his singular golden eye and dissipates. King in Yellow's got stuff going on, apparently. Let's grab... Oh, we're not quite done yet. We're almost done. Okay, looks like we've got more people, and we can get our favor now that we're done with that. Yoink. I love how he steals it. Whatever creature this is just yoinks it. But we can now unlock a whole bunch of different stuff. So we can unlock the pylons. Looks like we can unlock the sheep farm. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. The blood drinker and the robe maker. Looks like we have to have 350 income in order to unlock that stuff. Interesting way of doing it. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so looks like we have to build, oh I see, produces blood, terrifying. These are our pylons that we need to place. I'm gonna go ahead and place 2. Looks like these need, because of course our pylons need a pathway. Why wouldn't they? I can't tell if that's people being upset or just people being people. In all honesty. Let's build a sheep farm while we're at it. Let's see here. While we're waiting for all of this to be produced. So it looks like these are being built. Okay, so our pylon is done. Increases summoned demons limit by 2. So over here, does that pop up anywhere to like show us how many summons we can have?
Oblivion beckons.
So it looks like we can, oh look at the Necronomicon. Alright. A swift but fragile demon attacking his foes from afar. So it's range, movement speed, attack rate, damage, and firepower. Let's see here. So we need to sacrifice 2 people so we can actually choose whom to sacrifice. Oh, we need blood actually though. So that's gonna be, that's actually where that's coming from. Hey, hey! I knew I unlocked that for a reason. So we do actually need to create a blood drainer. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna rotate that and just plop that in there. Thank you.
We require workers, O High Priest.
So we require some workers. Okay, well we'll just assign you guys. We need some more like housing units. Since we're gonna be sacrificing people here soon.
We require workers, O High Priest.
Let's go ahead and just assign the folks that we have. Yeah, we're gonna need...
We will be rewarded.
Oh, we need sheep, so obviously...
Our work for our god.
Okay, so there we go.
Serve the deep.
We can go and assign these guys. This requires a lot of people to do blood. Interesting. Is everybody getting like everything except for the robes and whatnot? Alright, that's good to know. We can actually make a robe maker. I think the problem with the robe maker, as one may guess, is we just don't have the people right now, so we probably need to summon
Oblivion beckons.
in some more folks. Can we actually afford this? This looks like we can actually afford this. Let's bring more people in. Because it looks like we're gonna need, both of these would bring in 2 more followers.
Embrace your destiny.
Since we're gonna have to murder some people, I think it'd probably be worth it. So this one right here is not getting any materials. They're currently producing sheep. And then eventually we will get blood, which we're gonna need.
We require workers.
Okay.
Let us gather.
Let's go ahead and we're not gonna have, well, let's actually finish this first. I'm gonna try and summon a demon and get that today, and then we'll probably call this a whole thing, but I'm very curious on how this works. This is actually quite a beefy demo. Like, legitimately is. Okay, so we have 12 people now. Looks like the little cutscene thing is actually pretty good. It's the same each time, but it's actually kind of nice. I want to try and get these done so I can actually shove some people in here. How much blood do I have? I have 1 blood. Okay.
We require workers.
Go ahead and toss. Oh, nice. Actually, we have a sheep person. Hang on a
Our
second.
work for our god.
How about you get replaced, and we'll assign Mr. Sheepman.
I serve the deep.
I'm sure you do. That'll make people happy because they have been
Worship the
wanting
Great One.
robes, so that'll be good. We need, how much blood do we need for this?
Fulfill the prophecy.
That's not what we want. We want this one. We need 5 blood total, so let's just go ahead and fast forward for a moment. We can see how much blood we have up at the top left corner. It is kind of tiny, but I think that's reasonable for this. While we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and build a couple more houses so that we have additional people to continue working, because we're definitely going to need that. I do see that we are running, like, the faith is lowering, but okay.
Fulfill the
So it
prophecy.
looks like we can now produce one of these. So let's go ahead and summon a demon.
Our work for our god.
Seems reasonable, right? Let's see here. We got a blood creator. Oh, we need to
Worship
do
the
that.
Great One.
Let's go ahead and fire one of these guys and assign one of these guys. We have a corn cooker
Worship the
that I
Great
want
One.
to replace this guy with. Let's go ahead and assign that.
Our work for our god.
Let's go ahead and just assign everybody that we can so that we have all of the people doing all of the things.
Let us gather.
I think that's well worth it in this case. I want to make sure I'm not cutting into that.
Fulfill the prophecy.
I'm gonna need you to settle. Okay. I want to see some demon summoning, and I want to see what happens when we go attack. Looks like we're gonna need another lumber production. Okay. That was interesting. Oh god, stop, stop, stop. Thank you for playing. Okay, so that actually ends the demo, which is very interesting. In the full game, you'll unlock more esoteric rites, features, and enigmatic, oh my god, I can't even say that word. Random realms. Consider wishlisting, and I do have it wish lifted, so I'm actually really excited about this. That was a lot of fun. It was really well done. There is some lagging issues I noticed in a couple of the areas. That I don't know if that's an optimization thing. My computer's pretty beefy, so the fact that it was still lagging was a little confusing to me. I did have this set to high originally, and I did lower it, which seemed to help a little bit, so maybe lowering stuff. But this should not be affecting the game that much. There does seem to be some like particle effects that are causing some issues for me. Which is just kind of how things work. Sometimes I've noticed a lot of games have that problem. But overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this, so I hope you guys did too. If you're interested in a Lovecraftian city builder like I am, I'm a huge Lovecraftian fan. Not of him, but of the stories. Lovecraft was a jerk. Has some bad history, but the kind of lore and the weirdness that he created is definitely something that I love. Like the Cthulhu stuff is just amazing. So the fact that they're playing on this and the descriptions and the lore and stuff is just creepy enough because they're not calling attention to details, but more of like feelings. I really liked those descriptions. I like that. I like that. I hate it when Lovecraftian and like the weird is tried to like they try and take the supernatural out of it and make it too realistic. So you're not left with like a creepy feeling, but you actually get to see it, and if you get to see it, it's not as creepy. If you know what I mean, right? Like it's more creepy to insinuate something than it is to actually show it. Because once you start showing it, then you remove the suspension of disbelief. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you later this week. I'm gonna probably have something else similar to this. I will see you guys then.